Okay, so hey, black women, I have some time to kill. I figured I would do a quick live. Sitting here waiting for the dentist. I have one patient before me, and then I go in and do my regular like visit. I'm here for cleaning and tartar removal and stuff like that. If all you wise asses that may say something about my crooked teeth, fuck y'all in advance because my teeth are great, crooked or not. I had a severe car accident and earned every damn crooked one. There's only three of them, but still. And so if I like it, you should love it. And don't worry about what I do or what concerns me because it don't have nothing to do with you. So I wanted to come to talk to y'all today about something that I think that you guys need to really get into, right? So you know how we have this thing here on social media where you have everybody and their mother trying to defame, kill the reputation of black women and trying to always make us seem like we're just the worst women ever. But yet, everybody and their mother wants to look like us, wants to imitate us, and be us or act like us without having to live with all of the real injustice and inequality that we actually experience, right? So I was looking on YouTube, TikTok, and all that craziness today while I was sitting here bored to death because I got here like an hour and a half early for my appointment. So, and my doctor's really making me wait my turn, which I'm gonna kill him later, but that's okay. Um, Dr. Snyder's gonna really get dealt with today. I'm gonna cuss him out, but and then we're still gonna be friends, but he's gonna hear it from me because this is crazy. But anyway, all right. So I'm watching all of the channels, and of course I was watching I think it was Pretty Black, yeah, that had covered that. I don't know what she is, some type of half breed chick where she got a black baby by some deadbeat dude, and Morgan and some shit, right? But anyway, the way that black women were bigging up this half white woman or whatever the fuck she is, she has now got some type of endorsement deal where she's gonna get a show based off of her being a single mother complaining and showing how difficult it is, which is really not, okay, to be a single mother. And I could say that shit because I had 7 children and raised all of them after each divorce, and all my children, with the exception of one asshole son, right, that just wanted to be for the streets, right? I don't deal with no more. All of them turned out well. And he probably, God knows what the fuck he's doing because I have no deals with that one, right? He ain't dead, so I know he's alive. But it's not cool how black women continue to, instead of bigging up other black women the way that they should, the way that we were doing with that small movement on TikTok, they need to do that in every aspect of life. We would be better off, right? So they're bigging up this half breed girl with her baby as if her taking care of one fucking child is difficult, or as the black woman said, she's a soldier. A soldier to what? To what, girl? You know how easy it is to raise one kid? I could do that shit standing on my head, upside down with a fucking blindfold. Now, be like me, raise 7 or more like most black women do, and still be able to hold shit down through divorces, through all types of shit where black males are maliciously trying to destroy your life. If you can work through that shit, you deserve a hell of a shout out like I did and many other black women like me. But because black women so busy always hating on each other and not bigging up each other the way that they should, you letting all these other bitches run off into the sunset with accolades and profits and acknowledgement in life that we should be getting. We should be getting that. Because until black women decided that, yeah, we're not fucking with these black dudes like that anymore. We're not trying to have all these kids and be left behind with nothing but babies and no one to help us. When we start pulling away from them, all the rest of these women start filling our shoes with the single mother shit, right? But now instead of lambasting these bitches and getting into that ass about how they're irresponsible And they are the what's that shit Sexy Red says, the raw dog queens and shit. They're getting praised for the shit that we used to get disciplined and criticized for. Get the fuck out of here with that. So let me tell y'all something, black women, how you could flip the script on all this shit if y'all really about it, right? You see how you got this cell phone in your hand the same way I do right now? You can make movies on this shit. You can make movies on this. I propose to all you black women out there that's really doing shit the way it needs to be done every day, taking care of your kids properly, going to work, getting your money up, not having no problematic fucking dude in your life, and you are a good role model for your kids, put together an hour and a half feature-length fucking movie about you being the fucking warrior black woman that we all know you are. I don't want none of y'all taking offense to what I just said and pulling that stupid shit about, I don't want to be a strong black woman out your ass. I don't want that happening. I want you to truly represent and showcase all of the hard work, strength, positive strength, mental fortitude that black women have in these streets, these homes, and in these offices and businesses, wherever, showing how you, okay, take on this world and navigate through every goddamn obstacle they throw at us, and we jump over that shit and keep on running like we running a hurdles race, or we trying to catch up with Sha'Carri in the goddamn 100. We are really out here doing this shit. And let me tell y'all something, black women. It's not nothing that I'm saying that's a joke or not impossible to do. Let me tell you something. The same way they have that Cannes Film Festival and shit, this is a public platform, YouTube. So all we had to do is pick 2 or 3 or 4 or even 10 black women's YouTube channels and feature all of the people's movies that they have made, channel after channel after channel. When you get that exposure out there for the movies that those particular black women put together that people like, somebody in black media, if they have fucking sense, somebody like the lady that did her own show and got on HBO. I never watched it, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Issa Rae, right? Somebody like her or others that have, or even Hope to God, right? Chandra, I forget her last name, the one that makes all those great ass shows. And believe me, she got me hooked because I love Bridgerton, okay? And the one she did about the black woman when she was young, before she became the queen, goddamn, the whole one she did on Queen whoever, I can't remember her name, Queen Charlotte. Let me tell you something. I sat on that couch and watched that shit from beginning to end. It was so goddamn good. But it showed the fortitude of black women. This is a whole young girl sent to live in a whole nother part of a country by herself, isolated from her family, with a crazy man, literally crazy, as her husband. And she still learned to deal with that man's insanity, love that motherfucker's dirty drawers, love him, bear 15 children for this man. A lot of them died, but she still showed how black women do these things that black women have been doing in life since before and after slavery, okay? So I'm telling y'all something to take seriously. When you want to grab a hold of our image and you want to get the money back that all these people are taking from us by exploiting us, you got to create your own lane, black women. And the way you do that shit is you cater to your own black women audience, and you make superstars out of your own local, everyday walking on the street black women. For the single black moms out there that's doing that shit in whatever state you live in this country, and you are somebody that really has their shit together, you need to immortalize your shit. You need to sit down with your iPhone or whatever type of phone you got and make that iMovie. Just record a whole bunch of shit and then sit down one day and edit that into an hour and a half. I think an hour and 45 is the longest a Cannes Film Festival movie has ever been. So put it together and then submit that shit to every film festival, in addition to coming on here and grabbing certain content creators and going, listen, I got a proposition for you. All right? Since they always out here trying to pimp black women anyway, like Princella is always fucking professing to everyone in YouTube land that nobody ever hears her, right? Use them motherfuckers right back. They want to use black women for money and views, right? So what you do is use them, their platform, or create your own. Put up the black women's movies on your channel and promote that shit everywhere. And have all the black women come to your channel or a few black women's channels and have our own black women real life film festival. You can change whatever you want to call it, but I'm just giving you an example. Because if these people want to keep using our image and our character as a way for them to make money off our suffering, we have to learn the ways to flip that shit back around and make it work for us. Because believe me, black women, hear when I'm telling you this. There are enough of us in America, in Canada, in England, in everywhere to make all of us make some money off of each other. Do you not hear me? It don't just got to be motherfuckers like Princella only, Cynthia G only, no. Tanya only, no. And whoever else. There's enough black women out here for every fucking black woman to eat if you really want to. If you want to stop playing the same old fucking coon game and believing that you only supposed to gravitate them and only them, keep that shit going if you want to. But if you want to spread the love and spread the money the way you should to make us come up as women, then you're going to have to stop leaving those people alone and start getting on board with the unknown people and yourself and blowing yourselves up. I'm not kidding. I told my daughter, like, well, how old is she now? Hold on, y'all. Let me think. All right. So she's 33 now, right? And going on 34. When she went to college years and years ago, I told her, I said, you know what you should do? Because YouTube was new. Matter of fact, I think my daughter still had a Facebook page. Not Facebook. What's that other shit? Back in the days. Oh my God. Something space. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That page. She had one of those. And I told her, I said, you know what you need to do? You need to chronicleize your journey in college. Show other black women, show other young black girls what it's like to go to college out of state, what it's like to live in a dorm, what it's like to get of your family, your mother, your father, your siblings. You need to do that. She did it for a little while, and I remember she had got into a fight online with this dude that made movies. Oh my God, how can I? Something Alexander. What was that black dude's name? He used to make disgusting low-budget black movies too. His last name was Armstrong, but I forget his first. No, Alexander. What the hell was his first name? James Alexander something? I don't know. But anyway, she got into a beef with him, and he started trying to drag me down. Like, oh, you're stupid, young girl, because I know your mama's stupid. Da, 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 da. So it turned into a big mess. But at the time, my daughter was going to a private Catholic university called Barry University in Miami Shores, right? So when she showed me the video and everything, I wish we would have kept all that stuff so y'all could have saw all that. Because she was doing pretty good in Barry. She had a huge following, and she was doing what I told her. But somehow along the line, she started hanging out with this Haitian dude she got into a relationship with, and then it just turned into one of those things where it was like nothing I said to this girl would penetrate the stupidity until she ended up getting done wrong by this dude, hating black guys forever, and then that caused her to end up going with the other type of males, and now she got the Turkish husband to this day. Okay, so the reason I'm telling you all this is because there are niches still in this world, black women, for you and you alone. Because of the fact that we are black women that the whole world tries to suppress and oppress, we could shine a spotlight on things that we do all the time with ease. that people feel we're not supposed to be able to do or be expected to do. And if you actually would just have the camera follow you through life and show people all the different degrees of black women, let me tell you something. It would be no more that bullshit on YouTube where people like Lapeef Network or whatever the fuck they're called and that ugly ape looking dude Anton Daniels or whatever, they wouldn't be on here successfully being able to tear down black women. They would not. Because if you constantly had all these different black women chronicalizing with the camera, cell phone, right? What they're doing and accomplishing in life every day and just throwing that shit on mass social media and entering their amateur films into film festivals. You do it anyway, do it everywhere, because let me tell you something, and that's all it takes. And then from there, you got a whole new lifestyle you could venture into. A whole new world is gonna open up for you. Honestly, there's so many people looking for new material that's outside of the same shit we watch every day. Black women, you are that window that could just open up and turn the world on again. I'm telling you. For the women in New York City, Robert De Niro, he's from New York, right? So he has his own film festival. Canadian women, there's a Canadian film festival. Y'all know that, right? America has one in Canada. They have a black film festival as well. And then there's the Cannes Film Festival. That's all that I know of. I know there are many more out there. So y'all need to get ready and you need to get with it and just start making those little iMovies, putting them shits together and showing that when you have these little half-breeds on YouTube trying to chronicleize what they feel is such distress and how they're doing something so difficult, you could show them and show them up like that shit ain't nothing compared to what I gotta fucking do every day. And I do it without a problem, a smile on my motherfucking face, and time to take a nap, power up again, and do some more shit. So, girl, please, you can't be me if you fucking tried. So stop. And that is really how y'all gotta start looking at shit and putting it out there. Because when I saw that shit, when I was watching the video just a few minutes ago, from Pretty Black Magic, I'm like, they're trying to give this half-breed girl a whole bunch of accolades for doing absolutely nothing. It is not hard to feed a baby, clothe a baby, make sure you have adequate care for a baby, go to work, clean your house, make time for yourself, make the money you need to make, and then do extracurricular activities with your child. That shit is not hard at all. Know why it's not hard? Because when you have the money to do it, the education to do it, and the support system, or even if you don't, if you got the money, you got a support system. Because today, you have, and even when I was doing it, we didn't have social media and the internet like we do now. I had to literally go to the white pages and the yellow pages, find people, find babysitters, bring perfect strangers into my house after they were vetted by the agencies I hired them from to clean my house, be a nanny to my children, take care of my children. Who can't fucking do that? There's nothing hard about being a person who's responsible. That's the point I'm trying to drive home. So when they're out here crying, whining about shit that's easy, like I told you, with them, one kid, I could do that shit on my head, upside down, with a fucking blindfold. That's nothing for a black woman. If she could do all the shit that I was doing and other black women and then some, then she would be somebody who you could say, oh yeah, job well done. But until then, that's just another fucking whining chick looking for sympathy and people to give her something that she really don't fucking deserve. And that is my wholehearted fucking opinion, period. Because when she goes into social service or any governmental agency and she's looking for a service that is for the public, people are going to go out of their way to give her more and look out for her advantage over a black woman. And we know this. We know this because there was a black woman pumping this half breed. And it's like, why would you be doing that? When there are lots of real black women on here as well with channels talking about single parenthood and doing a great job. But you don't want to give them accolades and big them up. You want to big up strangers. People who are trying to step into your shoes who could never compare to you at all. So therefore they can't compete. These black women on here don't make no sense. So that's why I'm telling y'all, there's another way of doing this shit. Just outdoing, whenever they try to do shit to you to tear you down or try to take your shine from you, just outdo them in whatever they're trying to do to you. And since they're trying to give this girl a show about being a struggling single parent with one fucking baby, get the fuck out of here. So what you do is fuck their show. Don't patronize it, don't watch it, don't promote it, don't give a fuck about it. What you do is you do like I said. You get a little venue going with a few people's channels and promote all those movies that you've made on one spot or on several different places and have everybody flock to it. Since YouTube and most of the majority of the black women on here act like assholes, take it to other platforms. Take it to TikTok, where the black women over there seem to be more receptive to independent thought, and also they're more receptive to supporting and promoting other black women who are just like them. You don't see a lot of black women over here doing what they do on YouTube. They're not over there like worshiping fucking white women, Hispanics, and half-breeds. They're not doing that. That's the reason why the Black Girl Follow train was so fucking successful. Because the black women over there understand that we don't need like 3 or 4 superstars in YouTube land when it comes to channels and shit like that. Everyone needs to be out here getting their fair share. So that's why over there, there's so many women doing a damn good job. And YouTube needs to follow in their footsteps. But because you have this complacency mindset that is promoted on YouTube, we don't have the independence here that we need to make it where all of us could benefit from these platforms. Let me get my glasses. I'm telling you, it's something that all of y'all could do. And as creative as black women are, and the young women that could come together and make a show to show how the things you hear about us are not true. This is what it's really like to be this, that, or the other thing. It would take off faster than anybody trying to imitate you. I'm telling you. I'm feeling today good, Miss Towns. But what I'm talking about is about black women supporting other black women, okay? And when people outside of YouTube, because we're talking about how all these people come on here and pretty much leech off of and step on the backs of black women, make a reputation for themselves, and then they get interviewed by real media. They get asked on shows, and real media shows are created for them based off of what they steal and, you know, front and imitate off of us. I mean, I don't understand why y'all are not ever properly insulted the way you should with these women. Like, it could not be me. It's never me. Like, you'll never catch me singing Cardi, whatever her name is, Cardi B's music. Any women that are not black, pretending to be black, taking away the economic empowerment from real black women. You will never ever see me buying, supporting, or promoting that. I will never. I don't care what the black woman is doing. If she's black, she's entitled to get the money for being a black woman. Nobody imitating her should be outdoing her, especially if it is black women that are the ones buying the tickets, supporting the person, and committing themselves to that person's rise or their claim to fame. That's stupid. That is completely stupid. You should never be out here pumping anybody more than you pump your own type of women. That makes no damn sense. None. None. Because all you're doing is promoting people to further push you in the ground. It makes no sense. So now that I caught wind of the fact that they're going to be giving this girl a show based off of her being a single parent by trying to imitate a black woman, black women, y'all really need to step up your game, and you need to make your own, like I said, short movies, put together your own little festival to showcase what you do with ease, and to show up and show out that these women that are trying to imitate and steal from you, they're not the real McCoy. And if people want to put together a show and pay for somebody to portray a black woman or black mother, single motherhood, let it be a real black woman. That's my point. That is my point. And as far as to the person that came up and asked the dumbass question about Anton Daniels, I don't give a fuck who he's married to. That wasn't the point. Please don't come into my chat trying to distract what I'm talking about. The fact was, he is a one of many that comes on YouTube trying to kill, defame, and disrespect the reputation of black women. That's the point. If you cannot stay on that, don't comment at all. Okay? Because it ain't about who he's married to. I don't give a fuck who any of them are married to. Honestly, black women in their right minds these days would do themselves a great justice to stay away from black males altogether. Stop marrying them, stop dating them, stop having children with them. Leave them the fuck alone completely. Completely separate yourself from them. Let them go their way with white women, Hispanics, and whomever else, and leave black women completely alone. We don't need to have any ties to them, any engagement with them. Do your thing with the rest of the world and leave them alone. That would mostly benefit black women. That is the only thing that's out here that would benefit black women when it comes to black women, where it concerns black males. You don't need nothing to do with them at all. Period. So what I'm telling you is something you really need to think about, okay? Because it's easy to be done. You have a phone in your hand, and all you got to do is put a little commitment towards recording a little bit of what you're doing in life and deciding how you're going to choose, how you're going to showcase it on one of these platforms, and get a couple of black women to do it with you. And I guarantee you, since everybody is always so fucking engrossed, involved, can't get enough of, so curious, always wanting to be involved with black women, you'll take the spotlight right away from what it is they're trying to make you focus on. It just is what the fuck it is. Like, you're always the person everybody's worried about. Everybody's in your business. So give them business that they can look at you in a different light, appreciate what you do in life, and give you more respect than you're getting right now. And it is really that fucking simple. It's really that easy. It is. It really is. I have already thought about doing it myself and submitting one to one of the film festivals, because there's so much needed about us. And it doesn't matter what it is you're submitting. Nobody knows anything about us. And they're smart enough to understand that the things that they hear about us are not factual. They are that smart. They're smart enough to understand that. Believe me. I mean, it's not a day that goes by when I'm not in an area or a climate where it's all these other type of people, and I'm one of only a few black women, that people are all clamoring around me like, you know, oh, I just want to go over here and stand close to her, look at her up close. Be able to smell what she smells like up close. See how she's gonna do this. See how she's gonna do that. It's like you really are being made to be a spectacle in this world because people are so fucking fascinated with you. And that's a good thing. Because I was always taught as a little girl that nobody outside of black people should really know you and what black people do. You should never invite them under your clothes. That's what I was always taught. You can befriend them, you can go to school with them, you can work with them, do lots of things with them, but you never supposed to bring them in your personal business. I've always been taught that. And from what I hear, that is the way the slave women used to do even back in bondage. They used to put on a different face and present differently to other people. And I'm not talking about code switching. I'm talking about they would never allow people into their private business. And it wasn't even a thing about being stoic. It was just whatever they had about themselves that they could keep private and personal, they made sure to do it and only shared it with other black women. And that's the way you should be. And for those of us that truly love being black women, and truly love other black women, we already knew that without anybody having to tell us that. Okay, yeah, sorry, a reminder had came up on my phone, so I was looking at that for a moment. It was reminding me that my car insurance is due tomorrow, so I was like, okay. So yeah, it just is what it is. Like, please. And y'all know, you know what I'm saying is true. Because every one of you, without me even knowing you, I know you've been someplace and people are staring at you everywhere you go, everywhere you move, acting like they never saw a black person before, because that's just what they do. That is really what they do. It is what they do. And it's always been like that. Always in this country. Always been like that. But I really was insulted. I'm like, they're going to give this girl a show. Just because she's a single mother of a bastard child from a black dude because she's a half-breed. I can't believe it. All the black women out here going to college, killing life, doing everything they're supposed to do with their child or children, going to college, working, taking care of those kids, fulfilling all their dreams, doing everything that they need to do, running businesses, open up business, what? And you don't pick one of them, but you pick some half-breed because she whining and crying on fucking TikTok or YouTube. Get out of here with that bullshit. It is just too much bullshit to be true. It's just always a way to try to bury you, black woman, to keep you from shining as brightly as you do on an everyday basis. That's all it is. They just always want to throw shit in the game. Always. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. I think about the women that I grew up with. I think about the women I know. I know women where, like me, they've been married, they've been divorced, they left with 2 and 3 sets of children. Those women not only manage to maintain their households, keep their houses, keep their cars. If they gain any property, do that. Plus, make sure all their kids go to college out of their own pocket, in addition to whatever tuition they may get from governmental programs that everyone's entitled to, right? You still got to pay for meals at the wherever they go. If they go to a university, a private one, or a state, you still got to pay for all of that. You got to pay for the meal plan. You got to pay for books. You got to pay for the room and board. You got to pay for, like me, if they go in another state, you got to pay for the airplane tickets to go there, get back, because you know you can't stay in school year round. They kick your ass out. When it's break time and holiday time, they let you know a month in advance. No, you can't be here. No, this is the last day you could be on campus. You gotta get the hell up out of here. So where's all of the support and the acknowledgement for that? So, Lenity, she said they couldn't find other women who cry about being single mothers. They know what they're doing. That's my point. It ain't even about finding other women. It's about if you want to find women who are imitating and emulating the plight and the so-called hardship of being a single black woman, a single black parent, then you shouldn't have to look for a half-breed. You should just take the black women that are doing it and who have been doing that shit successfully for as long as we've been in this fucking country, whether we were married, single, living in a situation of convenience, or whatever it is. Because in this country, if you haven't heard, black women are single, whether they're married or not, living with somebody or not, they always single. Because they're always the ones doing all the fucking work. So, no, sorry. You know? No. Nope. Give black women their respect. Give us our accolades. Give us our thanks and our fucking praises for everything we do that other women have to learn to do to be even halfway as good as we already are. Sorry, not sorry. It's really what it is. Even at work, I see this shit all the time. I'm so good at what I do, it's crazy, right? Me and many other black women. We're very innovative. We're very creative. We come up with ways to do many things with a little fucking bit of resources. As soon as we start something, we own it, we claim it. Now everybody wants to duplicate it. It's just bullshit. You can go, because this is not about, you know, you're probably not even a woman, and if you are, you're not the way you're supposed to be, okay? This is not about a competition or wanting to now to try to project shit on black women when I'm speaking to you directly what I'm talking about, okay? I am not talking about a competition, because black women, get this real fucking clear in your head, okay, asshole? Black women don't have any fucking competition in this world. There are no women in this world that can compete against us. Not one motherfucker. Make that real clear, okay? Clear. And while you at that, understand that we are the original woman. The fucking blueprint. So all the rest of these fucking women, they're all recessively genetic women from me. And every other fucking woman like me that has come before me and that will come after me. Get that through your fucking head. Since I know you're an asshole coming here to cause shit on my live. Alright? Get that. That is not what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck about half-breed per se, okay? Every fucking black woman in this country comes from a fucking half-breed. Do you not understand the amount of African women who were violated by white men? From the time they got here, were here, and after that. We all come from them. I dare say black women are some of the most mixed women in the entire fucking world. But we ain't out here claiming we biracial. We biracial. Me alone, okay? Regardless of my complexion. My grandmother is half white. Okay? Got that? My father was half Native American. Got that? But you don't see me out here trying to claim, oh, I'm really American Indian. Oh no, I'm really biracial because my my grandmother's father was white, you know. I come from a black woman who had a mulatto mother. I don't give a fuck about none of that, okay? None of that shit matters. And I mean, when you think about, if I were to go into my whole family, because you know with two parents you got 4 grandparents, right? So if I would go into everybody's background of who's this, who came from there, who's half this, who's really that, I wouldn't be considered black at all, asshole. At all. But I don't do that. I don't feel the need to do that shit. like other people do. Because I ain't anti-black. I don't got a problem with blackness. I love this shit. You understand me? Love it. I speak a whole nother fucking language. And I don't run around out here trying to fake the funk like I'm a special kind of black person just because I can speak French or I speak American Creole. I don't give a fuck about that. My love for blackness is what I care about more so than anything else. And I don't have to prove that I'm something other than what you think you see. Because that's what I am, because that's what's important to me. But genetically, I'm a totally different motherfucker. But I don't promote that. Because if you saw my physical children and grandchildren, you would think, oh, well, how would all those type of kids look like that come from her? She's just a black woman. Just to expand on your dumbass comment about fucking half-breeds, okay? I say half-breeds because I'm trying to be insulting. Because I don't think it's fair or it's right for some fucking half-breed woman, probably white woman with a black father, or whatever the fuck her mother was, that slept with a black male rather, to be given a show and a network opportunity when she's doing nothing but perpetrating the fraud of trying to represent the everyday situation of a struggling black woman. If you want to promote that, get the real deal. Get the real McCoy, get the real black woman. Don't get no fucking fake ass substitute that can't live up to half of what a black woman can do. And your problem is you have such a low opinion of black women, you want to throw other motherfucking women in with us to try to make it seem like if we got to compete, we don't need to compete against anyone because there's no one in our fucking league. Do you understand that now? I hope you do. Because I'm really tired of talking to you and people like you who anytime black women are given any type of proper praise, you get your ass in a knot. You're stupid. You're sick. You're fucking twisted in the head. And you need to go sit your punk ass down somewhere and take a lot of black history, a lot of black women history, so you could learn all the fucking contributions black women have given, not only to this fucked up country, but to this entire world. So your ass could know how to humble your fucking self in the presence of a fucking God like me and every other black woman. Because we are the only ones with the real fucking history in this world. The only ones. We are here before any fucking body else. Understand that. Respect that. Know that shit. Understand? Nothing you see here, anything in this world, could have been possible or has ever made to come to be possible if it did not have anything, if it didn't come from us. If we didn't touch on it, make it be that way, and have been in existence for it to stand, you wouldn't have shit and your ass wouldn't be here. So give the right amount of respect. Give the thanks and praises you need to give and stop fucking hating. Grow the fuck up. All right? You're a clown. A real fucking clown. It's too many of y'all. And I hope to God you're not black, because it's just way too many of y'all embarrassing the fuck out of us and yourselves, most importantly, and making yourself look like you should have stayed in high school a lot longer than you actually did, if you ever went at all. Because y'all are lacking a lot of critical fucking thinking skills that you don't clearly possess. Shit is ridiculous. It really is. It's insane how stupid a lot of y'all are. We come on here speaking the truth. I'm speaking about black women owning what belongs to them and not allowing other people, whether they be in a position to take another person and either juxtapose them to a black woman or put them in front of one. And black women saying, no, you're not going to do that. Because guess what? We have the ability, we have the power to say, you're not going to do that. And we do. Because all those other women on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever the fuck, they only become famous They only become influential and important only when they have a huge following of black women. When black women put their stamp on it, boom, now you somebody. Now you can run along, go on and be somebody. That is the way we get down in this world. You punk ass motherfuckers know that too, because I'm assuming you some raggedy ass black male. Because if it wasn't for black women holding you broke ass motherfuckers down with giving y'all money to your damn channels, black women, please stop doing that. Stop giving any of them broke ass motherfuckers money. Stop patronizing their channel. Stop giving them views. Stop dealing with them, and definitely stop giving them money. Don't pay people to insult you. That makes no sense. It does not. And there should be no black woman out here that enjoys seeing another black woman being humiliated. That is where this piece of shit was coming from. Trying to see if they could stoke the fires of, oh yeah, let's pit this black woman against another. Let's talk shit. Let's do this. And no, you can't talk shit when it comes to us. The divine says you can't. Because we have everything that every other woman does not have. And that is universe given, God given, whatever the fuck you believe in. We have the coloring for the protection of everything in this world. We have the thick enough hair for all the weather in this world. We have the genetics to weather the years in this world so that we don't run around here with fucking wrinkles and cracked up skin and face when we 30 and 40 and 50 like every fucking body else in this world. So, sorry to disappoint your ass. All right, y'all. I really got to go. I enjoyed it, but I'm going to come back again. I just seen the last, what do you call it? Customer, client, whatever, come out of the dentist. So, Dr. Schneider's waiting for me. I'm going to go. I'm going to come back later. And I want y'all black women to really think about what I said, right? They're trying to give these women shows based off of our realities. All you gotta do is put together those movies and those iMovies, make our own little film festival on YouTube, and take the shine right off that bullshit in addition to not watching it and supporting it, and they'll stop doing that shit. Because what you will show them by doing that one simple thing that I mentioned is that when they intentionally try to disrespect us the way that they're trying to intentionally disrespect Sha'Carri right now, right? I'm going to say this and I'm going to leave, right? You see how Sha'Carri won the 100 the other day, and for America and for black women, that hasn't been done in years, y'all. I'm talking about like 20 to almost 30 years. She won, and they were still trying to shit on her accomplishments. Not only that, do you know that even though she might not have won the 200, she still got a fucking medal? So every time black women are somewhere with their hat in the ring to compete and to show what they're made of, we fucking triumph. If you guys are not keeping up with the world championship